Imagine a serene meadow, a horse lying lifeless, yet still exuding power and grace. This is the story of Mr. Wilson Boy, a prize-winning cutting horse, and the shocking crime that shook a small Texas town. Mr. Wilson Boy, once a champion, had spent his final days in a peaceful pasture owned by Coach Charlie Woodard, a beloved high school football coach in Silsbee, Texas. Coach Woodard, known for his kindness and dedication to his students, often let children ride Mr. Wilson Boy, trusting both the horse and the kids. But on September 18, 1995, Coach Woodard's faith in humanity was shattered when he learned that his horse had been brutally beaten to death by 7 boys and 1 girl, aged 8 to 14. The news of the horse's death spread like wildfire, igniting a wave of outrage and horror across the nation. Letters of condemnation poured into the Hardin County Courthouse. "What horrible children we are raising in this country," read one letter. "They are our future Mansons, Gacy's, and other perverts," wrote another. The public's fury was so intense that metal detectors were installed in the courthouse to prevent any vigilante justice. The Silsbee horse killing case became one of the most talked about crime stories of 1995, capturing the attention of major newspapers and even Time magazine. But amidst the clamor for punishment, the question of why these children committed such a heinous act was lost. The perpetrators shared 3 commonalities: their town, Silsbee, their disrespect for authority, and their skin color, which was black. The authorities never disclosed the children's race, fearing it would further inflame public passions. However, some mothers believed the sentences were racially motivated. Oliver, one of the accused, had a particularly tragic background. His mother died in childbirth, and his father was addicted to crack. Despite his hardships, Oliver was a shy, polite, and academically gifted student who won the hearts of his teachers. But by the spring of 1995, Oliver was struggling in school, possibly due to turmoil at home and relentless teasing from his peers. Oliver's new classmates included some of the worst troublemakers at Silsbee Middle School, kids who lacked reliable father figures and often defied authority. These children roamed the streets of Silsbee unsupervised, a pack of kids running around like a pack of dogs, as one local law enforcement official put it. On September 13, 1995, the children discovered Coach Woodard's pasture and began chasing cattle around for fun. The next day, they returned, this time with more kids and 2 dogs, and stumbled upon Mr. Wilson Boy. The horse, sensing danger, began to run, but the children gave chase, hurling sticks and even a glass bottle at it. They cornered the horse against a fence, and in a frenzy, began beating it with sticks until it collapsed. The brutality didn't stop there. One of the boys rammed a stick up the horse's nostril, leaving it to die in the blood-stained meadow. The children then broke into Coach Woodard's tool shed, stole items, and vandalized the property before leaving. The next day, one of the boys who had retreated from the scene showed up at school crying, unable to keep the secret any longer. Mason, one of the ringleaders, boasted about the killing to a fellow student, who then informed the authorities. The children were questioned, and many pointed fingers at Oliver, labeling him as the ringleader, despite his denials. The public's demand for justice led to the children being held without bail and eventually sentenced to correctional facilities. The severity of their sentences and the public's reaction left the mothers of the accused feeling victimized and resentful. Despite their children's actions, the mothers believed they were doing their best to raise them in a challenging environment. Coach Woodard, throughout the ordeal, maintained a low profile, choosing not to attend the trials or give interviews. Letters of sympathy and checks poured in to help replace Mr. Wilson Boy, but Coach Woodard returned the money, not seeking charity. A friend eventually offered Coach Woodard a new horse, a 4-year-old gelding named Jane, bringing a semblance of peace back to his pasture. In the end, the story of Mr. Wilson Boy and the children of Silsbee serves as a haunting reminder of the complexities of human nature and the impact of our actions. In the heart of Texas, even the smallest actions can ripple through a community.